Good mythical afternoon, everyone. This is Mr. Ayala. A little bit different. These are the instructions for the Unit 11 Choice Board of Reform Movements of the 1800s. So please be aware this is required for Unit 11 for my advanced students only. It is due Friday, April 24th by 4 p.m. uploaded to Focus. So you have to go through that process that we practiced a while ago. Each item should take approximately 15 minutes. Since you have 2 items to do, that's about half an hour. Your final item, if you work on it as you go, should only take about 30 minutes for a grand total of 1 hour of work, which is why you have gotten this so early. So please read all of the items before you get started, and the rubrics are attached below. So you're likely going to need a dictionary for this unit because the amount of information is on here. So please click on that link if you need it, or you can use your own, whatever your preference is. So please be aware, there are 4 sections to choose from. And what you need to do is you need to choose 2 readings in total. So you can choose one from Abolitionists, or one from Transcendentalism, one from pro-slavery, one from the Reformers of Women's Rights Movement, whatever your preference is. Any 2, as long as they're from 2 different blocks. All right? Choose one from here, one from here, one from here, whatever you feel like. Some are videos, so they're speeches that you have to watch and review. Some are actually documents that you have to read. It's up to your choice. All these documents this is attached to the bottom. If you scroll all the way past all the rubrics and all the items that need to be done, they're down here. So there's all your items near the bottom. Some poetry, so you choose which 2 you want to do. So, your items are the Abolitionists. You can look at Frederick Douglass, What to the Slave is the 4th of July. There's a video on it. Or you can read Angeline Grimke's 1838 Letters to Catherine Beecher. Pro-slavery advocates, you can read James Henry Hammond's 1858 Mudsill speech, which is attached to the bottom. Or Thomas R.R. Cobb's notes on an inquiry into the law of Negro slavery in the United States of America from 1858 as well. Or you can look at Transcendentalists. You have 2 choices here. Remember, you need 2 choices overall, but not from the same box. So, It Is Not Always May. It's a poem by Henry Wadsworth Fellow. Weird name. Or you can look at Notes on Civil Disobedience and Majority Rule by Henry David Thoreau about civil issues. You can look at the Reformers or Women's Movement. You can look at Horace Mann's The Pecuniary Value of Education. What is its purpose? You can watch a video on Elizabeth Cady Stanton's Temperance and Women's Rights from Rochester, New York, June of 1853. Or that. So you have all those choices. So, choices to demonstrate knowledge. You need to choose one of these to do. So for each of these, you need you need to choose 2 sources from the choices above. So for the College of Slideshow, you need to create a summary slide for each article or video you watched on a PowerPoint. You may only use pictures if you prefer. One slide will be a reflection or thoughts on what you watched or read. You can write your own poetry. Choose 2 sources from the choices above. Write a poem, one for each topic that represents the ideas of each reform movement. Civil disobedience, transcendentalism, slavery, abolitionism, anti-slavery, pro-slavery, your choice. Or you can do a written response or a reply, which is to choose 2 sources from the choices above, and you write a response to 2 of the authors above. Just a response or a reply. So let's look at the rubrics, how you get your points. So the collage or slideshow, 10 points for proper upload, 10 points for original work, 5 points to being at least 5 slides in length, 5 points for logical organization, 10 points that each has a title slide with a name, 25 points for the first article or video summarized, 25 points for the second article or video summarized, 10 points for a side with the reflection for a total of 100 points. Poetry. 10 points for the proper upload to Focus, 20 points to original work, 10 points that your spelling is correct, 10 points that it makes logical and emotional sense, 10 points to show what each poem is referencing or replying to, 20 points that one poem references or replies to one article or video, and 20 points for the second poem, which is a grand total of 100 points. The written response or reply, 10 points again for upload to Focus, 10 points for original work, Poetry is more because it is a little bit more difficult to make your original work. 10 points for the written response or reply, for their grammar. 10 points for your spelling. 10 points that it makes logical sense. 10 points that each response shows what article or video that is being replied to. One response replies to a single video or article, and the second response replies to a second video or article. So, remember, I'm not looking for you to upload my instructions or my rubrics. I have copies of those. So all I need is your final product uploaded to your Focus account by 4 p.m. on the due date. And as always, don't forget to be awesome.